Hello, we're in a fascinatingly toxic universe at the moment, and it's manifesting beautifully in the Conservative debate. So, for example, today, Rishi Sunak has said that he's going to reduce VAT on fuel bills, domestic fuel bills, should he get into number 10. What a wonderful thing. This seems to be a response to the debate which he and Liz Truss have been having. And if you've got a debate, then you expect somebody to give way, somebody to modify their opinions as a result of hearing somebody else put forward their opinions. Debates are about a change in views. Otherwise, there's no debate. Otherwise, it's simply a bellowing of slogans, a banging on the drums. Now, I myself have noticed, I was just reviewing what I've been saying over the last few months, and although I find I am castigating Nadine Dorries rather a lot, I've also got one or two videos up where I'm actually congratulating her, and I'm congratulating Liz Smith, and I'm congratulating all these people that, in fact, I wholly disapprove of. When they do something right, I flag it up, because I think it is impossible to constantly be carping on and on about how somebody is wrong. Somebody cannot be that wrong they don't do something right, and when they do something right, we need to salute it. And so it seems to me that Rishi Sunak was engaged in debate, but that's not what Liz Truss is engaged in. It's not what Boris Johnson is engaged in. It's not what the majority of politicians in today's parliament are engaged in. They're engaged in reaching out to the Twitter sphere and sending out a new slogan. They're not really listening to each other. They're bellowing out to the mob that's stampeding and that's being conditioned by Twitter. And if you can reduce your slogan to the appropriate number of letters, then that is the way you are going to achieve success. Now, I have a very small Twitter account. I don't really use it very enthusiastically because I find it such an extraordinarily blunt tool, that rewards nastiness, that commends spite, that reduces everything to a soundbite. We need to stand up to this soundbite world, and we need to engage in proper debate and be prepared to change our minds. So once again, I find myself praising Rishi Sunak as the best of the candidates available for the Conservative Party leadership, and therefore to be Prime Minister. And I find myself once again hanging my head. But of course, last night, Liz Truss on camera responding to somebody in serious difficulty, responding to the interviewer collapsing on the set. I thought that was probably her most appealing message to the public, that just for once we saw her humanity. Just for once we saw her acting on impulse rather than following the script that she's been given. I would like to see more of that impulsive and concerned character that we saw last night, and far less of this puppetry. Because we don't really want to see Liz Truss, the puppet. We want to see who is puppeteering, who is manipulating, who is writing all this stuff that she can only just about get right. Rishi Sunak, I get the impression that actually he is his own master, but Liz Truss, no, I don't. And last night, I felt we had a small, albeit brief, window into her personality, and believe me, for the first time since I've been talking about Liz Truss, I liked what I saw. I liked that humanity. For the first time. More of that, Liz, if you want to be Prime Minister. More of that, actually, if you want to remain in Parliament. And less of the sloganising, please.